Howdy everyone, it's me once again, the one and only Killer Dan. And today I'm still continuing my Disney movie marathon by talking about something Disney related and Star Wars. So yeah, well, a few times where the background footage has something to do with what I'm talking about. What do you know? But yeah, I guess this is kind of an update, I guess, which I probably should have done ages ago. But yeah, something in regards of this one guy. He still wants to do a Star Wars movie, and honestly, I hope he doesn't. Hope it doesn't go through. Yes, despite the fact that he says he made a script or whatever that feels like very much like him. So I'm assuming by him saying that he didn't really pick anything from the lore. So it's just something of his own invention. I mean, I could be wrong about that because I was not seeing the movie, but that's just the vibe I'm getting here. And and if he did get something from the lore, he probably hopefully he won't butcher it, which he did with a Thor movie, Thor Ragnarok, which he got material from that lore for that movie for the Thor comics, and he really butchered that. I didn't like the tone he was doing. It was just come off like really comical. The Thor Ragnarok. I actually didn't like it really. I mean, I won't say it's the worst ever movie ever made because no, yeah, I've seen a far worse. Not sure, but so what I'm getting at is that, like I mentioned, I've already did a video discussing this. So, like I said, this is a video that's pretty much like an update on this, just so to speak. But yeah, apparently a script has been written, I guess, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's still going to happen, really. Because there's plenty of movies that had scripts completed, they had trailers completed, they had concept art and all that jazz. But for various reasons, people will put the plug in anyway. So it happens. They have everything set to go, but they put the plug in nonetheless. Okay, I guess a couple of examples. Frozen, that had multiple revisions before being released. So you're not going to see the actual intended version. Same with the Return of Godzilla, that had multiple revisions as well. So the original intended versions will never be seen by the day of light. That's not me taking stabs at those films, because I actually like those films. I'm just saying. But yeah, just pointing out, just because this is getting a lot of coverage as of late, doesn't necessarily mean it will be actually made. And in some ways, I hope he doesn't ruin it. If it actually gets made, is what I'm saying. I'm having my fingers crossed. I don't like his style of storytelling, really. If anything, his types of stuff seems to be like shallow and just over the top, goofy silliness, and like really trying to make it lighthearted for the family. If anything, everything's a joke. And he admitted that the film he worked on, again, Thor Ragnarok, he felt it wasn't goofy enough, even though it was already extremely comical. But he felt he wanted to push the envelope even more with the silliness, even more. Okay, what does this mean exactly? Would he do the same thing to Star Wars? I mean, I don't know how many movies he's gonna make. It could be just one as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, this just concerns me. Even though, despite the fact I might not be the biggest Star Wars fan ever, but I'm getting tired of ranting on Star Wars, honestly. I've been really tired of doing it. Like, for example, I did review all the prequel movies, the trilogy, I mean, and those movies were terrible. I didn't like none of them. And there were also, let me see what else. Oh, yeah. There was also this TV made movie, which also I thought was a big part of shit, and this one too. It was another big part of shit. I didn't like it. So, oh yeah, and then the animated movie they made, which was garbage. So that's a total of 6 Star Wars movies I didn't like. There's also the TV shows of Star Wars, like animated shows. I didn't like it. I didn't like none of the animated shows. And yeah, that's already a lot right there because they made quite a few shows of animation based on Star Wars, and I didn't like none of them, like at all. But yeah, folks, I don't want to keep on just roasting on Star Wars even more so than I what I already have. Because I know it's just come out in retrospect. It's just coming off like I'm just shitting on Star Wars, which yes, I know that's what it looks like. It looks like I'm just trash talking a series. But I don't want to keep doing that. I don't keep doing that at all. And I know they also made before anyone says anything. I know they made the show The Mandarin, which they made 2 seasons. I didn't like the second season. The second season was kind of alright, I guess. I know a lot of people liked it, but I personally didn't. But I thought the first season was better, even though the first season I kind of had some problems with it as well. So yeah. So the matter in both seasons is kind of a mixed bag for me. I know it's a live action, and that's cool, I guess. But both Mandarin seasons, they're like a mixed bag for me. To be honest with you. But yeah, and the director, yeah, well, I should say potential director, I should say, may do this and whatnot. So, so what are we going to do? His direction and whatnot, what he would do exactly and whatnot. I'm not quite sure, but I'm just taking an educated guess here. Is what I'm saying. Uh, he said he has something done for it, a script anyway, and he might keyword might make a Star Wars film. Just one, I guess. At some point, the fact that of this may very well be actual evidence of the film. Maybe it won't be done. Maybe it will, and probably, or maybe it won't. Because, like I said before a moment ago, just because someone wants to do a movie doesn't necessarily mean it will happen. Like I was saying, trailers could be made, concept art could be made, or an actual script could be made. You know, you could actually have a crew, you could have a director, you could have everybody involved, and like an entire crew involved. For the crew, I'd say, okay, let's go. I think somebody somewhere, maybe somebody at the company, the studio, I mean, might just put the plug. Just because you're all set to go doesn't necessarily mean it's gonna yeah go ahead and happen. There's lots of potential problems could arise, like creative differences. Everyone's gonna have their own interpretation of the story that they have at hand. Maybe there's too many interpretations or whatever. Maybe have a clear vision of what they may do. So it's still up in the air, I guess you can say. In other words, so I don't know. Just whatever. I actually did like the Star Wars sequel trilogy. I don't care what anyone says. Those movies aren't that bad. I mean, okay, they're not perfect, okay, but I did like Rey and all that, and the journey she went through with her friends and whatever. I know the vast majority of the fan base absolutely hated the Star Wars sequel trilogy. Which of you ever asked me, they're acting hyperbolic as far as I'm concerned. And I didn't mind Rogue One, even though Rogue One was really depressing in a lot of ways. I like Rogue One, and I guess you can say oh yeah, the Han Solo wasn't too bad. I don't think it was needed really, Han Solo movie, but it was enjoyable. Han Solo and Last Jedi are probably my least Star Wars Disney films that they made, but I enjoy them in some extent. I did like them more than the prequel animated film and the other Star Wars films I mentioned a moment ago. But I don't know. The future of Star Wars is like up in arms right now. I'm not sure who's gonna do what. Now there's people gonna be doing like this, so that may be based upon on the Knights of the Old Republic video game series. May do something with that. But if at all, and if it's gonna get released and when it will release, I'm not too sure about that. That's also like a separate video I can do, I guess maybe. But yeah, I just want to do this real quick, folks. Just throw in my 2 cents here and whatnot, like I always do. And yeah, no, I haven't really provided any concrete evidence, really, like at all. But anyway, of course, as always, thanks for watching and take care. Till next time, see ya. Oh yeah, later. Yeah. I said I don't know. I don't know about any of this. Alright, yada yada yada, blah 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 blah. So me just rambling on like I always would do. So yeah. I hope it's good. I guess. I don't know. I just hope for the best. But I don't know, folks. We'll see how this goes. If it actually happens. But I have my doubts. I have my doubts. I'll admit that. Anyway, like I said, later. See you, folks. Thanks for watching, I guess. Yeah.